Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Brooke Shaden. I'm a fine art photographer, but today I want to talk about 6 ways that we can use social media to connect to an audience. I am all about connection, like very much so. I think that there is nothing more exciting than making art and then also connecting that to people. But the way that we do that largely is through social media. And I'm very passionate about this because I think that there's a lot of unhealthy conversation around social media and how we use that and how we don't use it. So I want to talk about that and my personal philosophy on social media. And this is my personal philosophy, which is the shirt that I'm wearing today. It says, "Obey yourself or be commanded." I love this shirt, and it reminds me that that's how we have to operate on social media if we're going to put ourselves out there effectively. If we don't stick to our own rules and do what we feel we need to do, then we will be commanded by the masses. We will feel like we are under some obligation to make things for other people, and that's essentially how the term sellout comes to be rather true, is when we feel this pressure to create for other people rather than for ourselves first and foremost. Now, I'm all about creating for other people, make commercial work, whatever you feel you need to do. But there's a point where you feel out of control within your creativity, and that's what I want to avoid. Number 1, the first way to do this is to understand your core message. Understand, and to understand, write down what you stand for personally, and then what you stand for visually or in your art. They can be 2 different things, right? So like my art is largely an ode to finding beauty in darkness, but my personality is very much not that. I mean, it is in some ways, I guess, but I am much more bubbly than my art is. So my personality and my art are 2 separate brands that I need to communicate effectively online. And one of the best ways that we can use social media to our advantage is to understand our core message. Number 2 is to understand how your art connects with others. So specifically, how is it going to be received? How do others perceive your art? And a great way to do this is to get a group of beta viewers together. So, maybe that's a group online, maybe that's just reaching out to a few people that you know, your friends, your parents, whoever, and just asking some basic pointed questions. So it can work to just be like, what do you think in general? But it's really good to hone in on what you really want to know. So like, how does this make you feel? Do you feel any disconnection from this art for any reason? And ask the questions that you really want to know the answers to, because that way you're protecting yourself, but you're also getting information about how you can put that out there more effectively to a wider audience. Number 3 is to say what you want to say and not what you think you should say. I see this all the time. People copying the way that they write their captions because they think that that's what social media is all about now, or copying the way that they release their images or whatever. And I get the desire to do that because we're all just trying our best, right? But say what you want to say, not what you think others need to hear, because the way that trends get set and the way that they get broken is overuse and not enough personal attention. So the way that you set a trend is to really focus on the self and what you can offer, and then other people will follow that. The way to hop on the train is to do what you think is popular online at the moment. And we all do this from time to time. No one is immune to, just internalizing what is popular and what is not. But if we manifest that, that's up to us. Number 4 is to recognize that the process is just as important as the outcome. On social media, the amazing thing that we have at our disposal is that we can be candid and honest about the way that we work. So consider if you can take people behind the curtain and show what it's like, showing your process, your thought process, your physical process, your editing process, anything. And it doesn't have to be super revealing. Only do what you're comfortable with, but do recognize the benefit of being able to show that you're multifaceted. You're not just putting work out there, like it doesn't take any effort. Show people what you're all about. Number 5 is to genuinely care. Like really, if you don't care, then just don't do it. But if you do, then show that you do. If you ask a question, respond to the answers. Interact where your interests are. So if you have an interest in surrealism, then interact within those groups and use social media as a way to connect on a genuine level. Because when you find this group of people where you all love the same things, then you're going to find that cross promotion starts to happen, your audience starts to grow simply because of that. And number 6 is to wear your heart on your sleeve. Or don't. But the point is to choose. Decide if that's what you're all about or if it isn't, and own it. If you're the type of person who wants to share everything about yourself and you're so happy to do that, then do that and be all about that. And if you're not, if you're like, gosh, social media makes me a little uncomfortable, I don't really want to share that much, then rein it in and just be really purposeful with the information that you are sharing, with what you feel comfortable sharing. Like, I don't actually share anything about my personal life. You may know that I'm married, but you don't know my husband's name or anything about him, and there's a reason for that. I also don't show my house except for my little spaces because that's a private thing to me. But I am super open about my emotions, about my failures, my successes. These are all things that I have decided to be open about, and that doesn't mean that we're deceitful by holding certain things back. But certain things are sacred and we make that choice. So make your choice, believe in that choice, and then really put the work out there that you feel you can put out there. So those were 6 ways that you can use social media to connect to your audience. If you found a way that works really good for you, I said good. I meant well. I'm trying to be a writer. If you have found any ways that work really well for you to connect to your audience, then share them. I would love to know, and I think that it would really help others as well. Not to mention, we're talking about social media, guys. I mean, come on. Share what you know and comment back to other people and see if you can connect on a genuine level with some people here. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. If you liked this video or you found it helpful, please subscribe, pass it on to your friends so that I can keep making more videos, and have a wonderful week. Bye.